And it's back to business for the Prime Minister right after wrapping up the 5 state elections. On the day 1 of the winter session, Modi summed up the larger message from the poll outcomes. Calling the session a golden opportunity, he's appealed to opposition parties not to vent their frustration over the defeat in the assembly polls inside Parliament and move forward with positivity so that the people may change their perspective towards them, opening a new door for them.
मैं करबद्ध प्रार्थना करता रहा हूं कि सदन में सहयोग दीजिए। आज मैं राजनीतिक दृष्टिकोण से भी कहना चाहता हूं कि आपका भी भला इसमें है कि आप देश को सकारात्मकता का संदेश दें। आपकी छवि नफरत की और नकारात्मकता की बने, वो लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छा नहीं है। लोकतंत्र में विपक्ष भी इतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है, उतना ही मूल्यवान है और उतना ही सामर्थ्यवान भी होना चाहिए। अगर मैं वर्तमान चुनाव नतीजों के आधार पर कहूं तो जो विपक्ष में बैठे हुए साथी हैं, ये उनके लिए गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी है। इस सत्र में पराजय का गुस्सा निकालने की योजना बनाने के बजाय इस पराजय में से सीख करके पिछले 9 साल से चलाई गई नकारात्मकता की प्रवृत्ति को छोड़ करके इस सत्र में अगर सकारात्मकता के साथ आगे बढ़ेंगे तो देश उनके तरफ देखने का दृष्टिकोण बदलेगा। देश ने नकारात्मकता को नकारा है। मिलकर के भी सबके सहयोग के लिए हम हमेशा प्रार्थना करते हैं, आग्रह करते हैं। इस बार भी इस प्रकार की सारी प्रक्रियाएं कर ली गई हैं। हमारे सभी सांसदों से आग्रह करता हूं लोकतंत्र का मंदिर जन आकांक्षाओं के लिए विकसित भारत की नींव को अधिक मजबूत बनाने के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण मंच है।
BJP leaders have called it statesmanlike, but the Prime Minister's message of restraint and reflection has not gone down too well with the Congress, the chief opposition party calling it selective and unnecessary. Senior Congress leaders asked where were these words of wisdom when their party won the elections.
कुछ दिन पहले कर्नाटक में चुनाव हुई थी, हिमाचल में भी हुई थी। उस समय मोदी जी की ये ज्ञान कहाँ थी पता नहीं, लेकिन मोदी जी समय समय पे ज्ञान निकालते हैं। बीजेपी जो कह रहे हैं प्रधानमंत्री के अलावा उनके पार्टी का कोई है ही नहीं तो क्या करे। तो ये बीजेपी की जीत नहीं, मोदी की जीत है। ये ना आरएसएस की जीत है, ना की जीत है, ना बीजेपी की जीत है। वो मान ले कि मोदी की जीत है।
प्रधानमंत्री के स्टेटमेंट की तरह बात कर रहे हैं। सदन चलेगा तो देश का भला होगा। मुद्दों पर बातचीत होनी चाहिए। आपका मतभेद हो सकता है, आपका विरोध हो सकता है, लेकिन ईर्ष्या और द्वेष की राजनीति नहीं हो सकती है लोकतंत्र में। हम सब कुछ नियमों के आधार पर नहीं मानते। हम मानते हैं कि संसद मर्यादा के साथ चलती है और जो मर्यादा आपने सदन के बाहर तोड़ दी है, उस सब के बावजूद भी बड़े मन के साथ अगर प्रधानमंत्री कह रहे हैं तो ये प्रधानमंत्री का बड़कपन है और यही लोकतंत्र की ताकत है।
As a war of words raged outside on the floor of the House inside the Parliament, the Prime Minister received much adulation from his party MPs as the sitting commenced in the Lok Sabha. BJP MPs raised slogans of "Teesri baar Modi Sarkar" and "Baar baar Modi Sarkar." This celebration didn't go down well with the Congress either.
When Prime Minister came, they were all clapping. Is it proper to do that in the Parliament? So first of all, he should tell his own MPs that they can shout outside the Parliament, but clapping and raising slogans. So there are various issues on which the opposition will raise their point in the Parliament.
Let's take this across to our guest. Joining us is Shazia Ilmi, national spokesperson of the BJP. Asif Bhamla is a political analyst. Joining us with us also is Vivek Bansal, senior leader of the Congress party. Sumaiya Rana is spokesperson of the Samajwadi party. Let me start first and foremost with Sumaiya Rana. Sumaiya Rana, end of the day, the question that the BJP is asking is that because of the possibility of a third term of the Modi government, is that the reason that we are seeing opposition up in arms and objecting inside the house? Sumaiya Rana.
प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी यकीनी तौर पर खुश हो सकते हैं, एक अचीवमेंट है यकीनी तौर पर कल एक रिजल्ट्स के बाद। लेकिन मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, जो बार बार वो नेगेटिविटी की बात कर रहे हैं कि नेगेटिविटी की हार हुई है, तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने तो सबसे बड़ा नेगेटिविटी का पाठ पढ़ाया है पूरे देश को। और जिस तरीके से नेगेटिविटी को वो किस तरीके से लोगों में बैठा के और सत्ता हासिल करने में कामयाब होते जा रहे हैं, ये बात उनके मुंह से शोभा नहीं देती है। वो ये हो सकता है कि ये देश का एक कानून, एक संविधान है और उसके तहत चुनाव में वो जीत के आ सकते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा कतई नहीं है कि जिस तरीके से वो जीत के आ रहे हैं और लोगों के दिलों के और जज्बात के साथ वो खेल रहे हैं, ये जीत हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहने वाली है। और सबसे बड़ी बात ये कि और अभी मैंने आपके ही उस पर देखा कि वो ये कह रहे हैं कि विपक्ष का होना जरूरी है। अगर विपक्ष को सबसे ज्यादा खत्म करने की कवायद किसी ने की है तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने की है कि आप अपने सवाल नहीं कर सकते हैं।
ओके।
आप अपने विपक्षी होने का दायित्व नहीं निभा सकते हैं।
ओके।
ये बीजेपी और मोदी ने ट्रेंड शुरू किया था।
ओके, बीजेपी को जवाब देने दीजिए। अब शाजिया इल्मी, इट इज दिस गवर्नमेंट दैट हैज बीन अगेंस्ट द ऑपोजिशन, ट्राइंग टू साइलेंस द ऑपोजिशन वॉइस। दैट इज इन अ नटशेल व्हाट सुमैया राणा इज सेइंग। प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड टू हर।
अगर विपक्ष अपने को खत्म करने पर आमादा है तो वो इसकी जिम्मेदारी विपक्ष की ही होगी। और दूसरी बात, अगर नेगेटिविटी का मतलब है हर नल से जल हो, हर गरीब के घर का घर हो और हर एक इंसान के पास जनधन का कार्ड हो और मानव कल्याण की योजनाएं जो हैं वो घर घर तक जाएं, गांव गांव तक जाएं, तहसील तहसील तक जाएं, मोहल्ले मोहल्ले तक जाएं, तो अगर लगता है आपको नेगेटिविटी है और अगर आपको लगता है आत्मनिर्भर की बात करना और अगर आपको लगता है अपने देश में अपने देश की तहजीब और विरासत में, यकीन मुझे बोलने दीजिए, मुझे मैंने आपको प्लीज आस्क टू बी क्वाइट।
ओके, वन एट अ टाइम, एक एक करके। आपको किसी ने डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया सुमैया जी, अब शाजिया को बोलने दीजिए, आपको भी मौका मिलेगा और भी पैनलिस्ट हैं। शाजिया, अपने देश की सभ्यता और विरासत में यकीन करना और आत्मनिर्भर होना और फख्र करना कि आप क्या हैं और आप क्या मकसद क्या है और आपका संकल्प अगर है कि हम विकसित भारत देश बनेंगे, तो अगर आपको लगता है वो नेगेटिविटी है तो ये तो आपका अपना आंकना हुआ और ये आपकी अपनी राय हुई। दूसरी बात, कितनी बार और पिछली बार जब अमित शाह जो कि गृह मंत्री हैं, उन्होंने मणिपुर बोलने में बोला भी और बोलने के लिए आमंत्रित भी किया, लेकिन जिद थी ऑपोजिशन को और बार बार भागने की, नारे लगाने की, सामने ट्रैक्टर चलाने की और काला पट्टा बांधकर हाय हाय करने की, यहाँ तक कि मार्शल्स के साथ मारपीट करने की कवायद किसने शुरू की? ये तो खैर कभी हुआ ही नहीं है। ओके।
खड़े होकर संसद की बेंचेस में माइक फेंकने की और गाली गलौज करने की, बेल के अंदर कूद कर।
Okay, let me bring in Vivek Bansal now. It's a limited time debate, Shazia. I need to bring in other voices also. Let me bring in Vivek Bansal. The conduct of opposition MPs in the past that we've seen, Vivek Bansal, says Shazia Ilmi necessitated the comment coming in from the Prime Minister, where all he's asking them is to read up and contribute positively towards debates. That's all his appeal was to the opposition.
Well, as far as the appeal is, that's good enough that he is asking the opposition to cooperate. And let me just remind Madam Shazia, when she was citing the Congress MP's behavior or she was finding it objectionable, I would like to remind her way back what had been when the UPA government was there, the behavior of the BJP MPs. What was it when they were asking for a probe and all? They were just ruckus used to be created and their walkout used to be the call of the day. Any issue with the drop of a hat. So just to say that what BJP we are doing has never been heard or was not.
And Congress party and others are protesting against no corruption.
You had been telling your other panelists when she was speaking, when she was interrupting, you said that please let me speak. So I don't think that it behoves you that you should.
Okay. Let him make his point. Yeah.
So after I finish, you can definitely, you are most welcome to give your point. So to say that all these things, and to give us a lesson that what should be the code of conduct and all, I don't think that's very reasonable or that's very logical. But one should introspect what had been the precedent established by them or what had been their role. And as far as the PM is saying, definitely at the moment he's calling the shots because of the verdict. And as Mr. Adhir Ranjan has said, that the same thing should have come after the reversal in Himachal or after the verdict we had seen in Karnataka. I think if this lesson of wisdom had been given at that point of time as well. So definitely we would not like to grudge it, but we can definitely point it out. Okay. And he's in a position at the moment to say whatever you want.
Okay. Shazia, quick response to the go to Asif Bhamla, because the question coming from the Congress's side is that where are these words of wisdom when the Congress wins elections such as Karnataka and Himachal? That's the version coming in from Congress. You would have heard them say that as well. Shazia, please respond.
No, there has always been appeal. There has always been an appeal by the speaker, by the leaders of our party. Piyush Goyalji tried and worked very hard to make sure everybody comes around. Amit Shah made an appeal that please come and let's have a discussion on this. We all saw that. So this stays for all times. And what did the Prime Minister say? That it's very important that the opposition plays its part. Let's have a constructive discussion. You want to begrudge him everything that he says. And all he said was, don't take out your anger, be there, let's be a part of something historic. Let's create big legislation.
Okay, Asif Bhamla, we want to respond to that because they're saying these are double standards. Opposition is saying these are double standards of the government. That's the allegation. Please respond.
You see, the Prime Minister, like a thorough statement with folded hands, has just requested for a positive discussion. And what's wrong in that? 9.5 years, they have led this parliament. जो सांसद जो एक लोकतंत्र का जो एक मंदिर है, उसमें आपने अपने फ्रस्ट्रेशन दिखाई कम से कम आखिरी सत्र में लगभग जो है होने जा रहा है, उसमें तो हम अपना आपस में in a constructive discussion in larger interest of the country. Outside the parliament, you vented venom and you've seen the outcome of that. आपने देश के प्रधानमंत्री को पनवती तक के कहा और आपने देखा कि लोगों, देश की जनता ने आपको किस तरीके से जवाब दिया. तो ये फ्रस्ट्रेशन जो है जनता का है, क्योंकि आप अगर एक युग पुरुष को आपने अगर इस तरीके से ये अपशब्द इस्तेमाल किए तो लोगों ने आपको जवाब दिया और उसके बावजूद भी उन्होंने कहा.
We'll get a response from the opposition in just a minute on the point you're making, Asif Bhamla. We're going to slip into a quick break. We'll be back with this debate in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. We're discussing the latest appeal by the Prime Minister. And let me take this across to Vivek Bansal. Before we went to the break, Vivek Bansal, we saw the slogans that were chanted by the BJP when they're saying a third term for the Prime Minister. Why should that be something that upsets the opposition is a question that's being asked by the BJP. Your response?
It is not part of the debate. In fact, as far as the parliament is concerned, they can raise these slogans or they can start the debate or anything as far as in their office. I think in parliament to come out with these slogans, definitely you cannot say that it is completely wrong, but it would have been better. These party slogans and all, they could have been confined to the corridors of the BJP's office.
Shazia Ilmi, party slogan should be chanted in the party office. That's what Vivek Bansal is saying. Your response?
I mean, first if the parliament, in the beginning, if the parliamentarians and BJP MPs were applauding Prime Minister Modi ji and were saying Tisri Bar for some time, why do you think that should be begrudged? I don't understand. Your own leaders, when they're there and people applaud them and what they do, it's absolutely fine. It was a brief moment and it was a moment of celebration.
All right. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Vivek Bansal, Shazia Ilmi, as well as Asif Bhamla, as well as Sumaiya Rana. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us and sharing with us your views. There's some breaking news coming in at the moment. We have now received details of an intelligence red flag of a terror push. Times now has accessed a secret intelligence note which states that the Hizbul seeks to escalate attacks. Said Salahuddin held a meeting in POK, and this is following the killing of several top terrorists, in fact, that have been reported in recent weeks. Priyank is joining us for more on this. Priyank, quickly take us through what does this intel note say, because this shows how rattled they are. They're trying to respond by increasing the levels of violence in Jammu and Kashmir, and also by even offering more money, for instance, to terror guides.
Yes, Madhav, and they are rattled because so far there have been 21 top leaders who were among the list of the India's most wanted have been killed in Pakistan. That's why they want to once again reunite themselves. That's why all those top leaders of Lashkar-e-Taiba, Hizbul Mujahideen and Jaish-e-Mohammed have met in this area where they have finally decided to once again focus on infiltration. Because what reports have also been suggesting, Madhav, that Sergeant Mead, one of the top handlers of 26/11 attack, could be also, apparently poisoned inside a jail in Pakistan. So knowing by this, Indian agencies have also figured out here in India that they are the terrorists who are based in Pakistan, are right now trying to increase the amount of infiltration. That's why they have increased the reward amount from 10,000 to 15,000, so that more and more terrorists can be infiltrated in the country.
Okay.
But if you see that in the last 2 years, they have been, as of my remembrance, it's 21 people who have been killed in Pakistan.
In fact, Priyank, we have limited time, so just want to quickly go across to Siddharth to actually read out the note that has been accessed here by Priyank. Quickly read out that note for us, please, Siddharth.
So here's the operative portion, Madhav. A meeting was organized in Muzaffarabad, POK, Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, by Syed Salahuddin, chief of the Hizbul Mujahideen. He also happens to be the chairperson of the United Jihad Council, another terror outfit, along with the ISI and other commanders of the LET, JEM, Hizbul Mujahideen of Bhimber, Kotli, Abbaspur, Rawalkot, Hajira Bagh, to accelerate the terrorist incident / infiltration in Jammu and Kashmir, and to take revenge of killing of Riaz Ahmed, also called Abu Qasim, LET commander. So in another meeting, they also decided to increase the salaries of guides from rupees 10,000. That's what you were referring to as well, Madhav. But this, of course, comes after there's been a serious depletion in terror activity in Jammu and Kashmir since the abrogation of Article 370.
Well, absolutely. The numbers are down, and the desperation also quite evident in the fact that several leaders of these terrorist groups have, in fact, lost their lives in recent weeks as well. It remains to be seen what really happens on ground, but clearly our forces have been successful in reducing all of that terror activity. Priyank, for breaking that big story, thanks so much for joining us, as well as Siddharth. Slipping into a quick break, more news and updates on the other side.